James Datley with Two Boujie Eats. Today we are going to make a German pork schnitzel and a homemade Spaetzle or Spaetzle, which is the egg noodle. With that, we're going to start off with the Spaetzle. It's the second time I'm going to make it, so bear with me when it comes to dropping it in the water. We'll try to figure out the best way to make it happen depending on how the dough rolls. I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's get to cooking. Ingredients, we have flour, salt, milk, and eggs. It's pretty straightforward. Throw all your ingredients in, go ahead and start mixing it together. You're going to have kind of a dough-ish ball until you start adding your milk in there. Once you start adding your milk in there, you're going to see that it'll start actually becoming a little less doughy. But what I noticed is I had to add probably another quarter cup of water to get it to where I needed it to be for a good drop noodle. So we bring our water to a boil, then we bring it back down to a simmer. Actually, it needs to be a little higher. Now, how I do this, instead of a Spaetzle maker, I go ahead and I just lay it out on a cutting board. So I think I have a process down now. I'm going to go ahead and scrape it to the end, scrape it off, scrape to the end, scrape it off. And you'll know they're done when they all float to the top. And what you do is you just take a slotted spoon and set them in your colander, drain the excess water out. Pulling up our second batch. Looking good. Our Spaetzle is done. Now it's time to work on the schnitzel. Ingredients for the schnitzel. We have flour, regular breadcrumbs, egg, and our pork cutlets. So I've heated up my oil about, 2 or 3 cups to medium heat. I don't want it smoking. Anyway, so I've taken my breadcrumbs, my egg, and my flour and put them in the bowls. I have taken my cutlets and I've pounded them down into nice thin cutlets. What we're going to do is we're going to dip into the flour, dip into the egg, dip into the breadcrumbs, straight into the oil. A little flour. Little egg. Into the breadcrumbs. You don't want to mash it down, you just want to flip it a couple times. And into our oil. Nice and golden brown. I'm going to go ahead and set it out on the rack. And here we have our finished schnitzel. Our schnitzel and Spaetzle are done. I am going to make it a Jäger schnitzel by throwing down some of my Jäger sauce that I just made. German pork schnitzel with homemade Spaetzle and a homemade Jäger sauce. You can't beat it. Two Boujie Eats. Enjoy.